Lawsuit has been filed against Smith County and its former jail medical provider. 28-year-old Nathan Johns died by suicide in the Smith County jail last year. And a lawyer for the family says the jail failed to keep Jones away from the object he ultimately used to kill himself while he was on suicide watch. KLTV7's JD Conti has more.
So you had really a complete recipe for disaster here.
Dean Malone is representing the Johns family. Nathan Johns died by suicide in February 23 in the Smith County Jail. He was transported there after spending time at UT North. According to the suit, officers first met Johns on January 30th. They learned Nathan was reporting seeing things. Officers learned there was an outstanding warrant for an evading arrest charge. The suit alleges he bit his arm in front of officers, and he later tried to hang himself when he was checked back into the mental health wing. After further treatment, he was transported to the jail. The suit alleges officers took 2 of John's medications from the hospital to the jail, but 2 more medications needed to be picked up. The suit details the Texas Rangers report of the incident. It says only 3 medications were administered. The Johns family also reported the medication was still in the bag from the hospital when they picked up Nathan's property.
Inexplicably, the bag was stapled shut, never been opened. So we don't know at this point whether it was put into a locker, where it was kept, why the medication wasn't administered, why the other medication wasn't obtained.
Smith County no longer uses turnkey health clinics for inmate medical services. They are also named as defendants. On February 9th, lunch was distributed to inmates. The suit alleges Johns used the chute to access the phone just outside his cell. Minutes later, officers found Johns dead. Jailers reported he'd hung himself with the phone's power cord.
This violates all known jail standards. You do not supply a phone cord to a detainee who's actively suicidal and who can use it in a cell and tie it off and die by suicide.
Johns was on suicide watch, according to the Rangers report. The family is seeking damages in a federal courtroom. JD Conti, KLTV7 News.
And both the Smith County Sheriff's Office and the jail's former medical provider named in the suit say they can't comment on pending litigation.